Okay, hi everybody. This is video number 4. It starts exactly where number 3 ends. It's this fast travel spot here. There's a in between. I was just camped here while I took a break, got a snack, refreshment, etc. And while I was waiting, there's a silkweed right here. It's gone now, but I collected it like 4 times. Wow, it respawns pretty quick. So if you're at this fast travel spot, which is right there, there's Windsward. That silkweed comes in handy. So I think today what we'll do is we'll go to Monarch's Bluffs. Now there's a whole bunch of good circuits here. I think I'll start with this one, and we'll check some Orichalcum and Spirit, and there's some soul stuff here, and then up here there is some silkweed. Good place to get silkweed for low level players, and a couple little weirdwood trees, and then a 3-star fishing spot. So let's do this circuit. We'll call it Monarch's Bluffs Circuit A. And I'm going to go ahead and fast travel here, and we'll begin. So in these videos I try to give you lots of good tips for scooting around and getting stuff done. This is geared for low level players. Once you get to my level, you should pretty much know everything that I know about the game. Although I still learn some things that surprised me I didn't know. So even if you're a player on par with me, you might actually even learn something. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here is look for this Orichalcum, and when the server is busy, it's almost never here. There's a scorched stone here that's almost always gathered, and I'll use my bow speed buff here to move quickly. And there's a spirit critter here, and it's almost always gone, which means the Orichalcum's probably gone too, but it's a matter of being at the right place at the right time, and I'm at the right time to collect one of the 2 veins here. You can see the other one behind me. It's been harvested. If I wait here a minute or 2, that will probably respawn, but because you're watching, I won't do that. So now that we've done that, we're going to go on. Oh yeah, let's go to the spirit, where the soul stuff is, to the west, right in here. So, and this is everything in this area is pretty popular, so chances of us collecting anything are pretty slim. But I can increase my bow mastery here while we're at it. Let's see this guy way far away if I can get him. Tagged. Oh, here comes another one. He didn't appreciate what I did to his buddy. Oh well. Okay, off and running. So there's a couple of soul spires around this spot here. That one has been harvested, right there. There are a couple. Did I see a couple dead players back there? Let me switch to my sword while I'm here. There's a soul sprout there. Thought I saw a down player icon or 2. Yeah, there's a couple of players in this area. There's a soul sprout right in the middle of this water. It's missing 2. There's a couple up there. I see one of them, so let's go get it. Oh, both of them are here. There's a couple up here. There we go. And there's a soul spire that's hidden. even though it shows on the online maps, you don't know it's there. There's a player going for it right there. It's right there. A lot of players don't see it. This guy here, you kill him. If he doesn't disappear, means he's going to get back up again at house strength. There he goes. Excuse me. So a guy like that can surprise you if you're not prepared. So those mages, you might want to just make sure they dissolve after you take them out. Okay, so now we're going to go all the way over here, and then we're going to go through this area, chasing steep, and go up into here for some silkweed. And there's that little sprout I told you grows right in the middle of the water. And then we'll just kind of chug along from here. I can activate my bow. There's lots of boats available in here. Blooms and stones. And I try to collect as much as I can reasonably. Because as I've said in other videos, everything has value. And if you use your storage sheds correctly, remember they're all connected, so you can use anyone from any settlement. You can store so much that it behooves you. Of course, I don't really collect any. Oh, look, there is a silkweed plus node here. I don't normally get this one, silkweed here. I forget it's even there. But if you pay attention, which is why you play zoomed out instead of zoomed in, because you just see a lot better. You can see all the valuable resources much easier. Alright, so off and running here. And Jason's steep actually starts down here. So I'll start here. This is one of those mage guys you need to be aware of. If he doesn't disintegrate, that means he's going to pop back up and have power. Alright. Oh, we can get a few chests while we're here. And I see someone's, but there's another soul spire there. Somebody's going up ahead of me, but they look like I don't think they're a high level player, so they're going to be challenged. Yeah, he's running away from those guys. He made the mistake of not going for the goodies before he decided to take on the player. They're not going to chase you. Get the resources first. A lot of times I'll get the resources even if they are going to chase me. As long as I can clear the resources before they catch on. Normally I'd go for that hemp, but just to, because everything is valuable, but you know what collecting hemp looks like, so we won't do that. There's a chest over here. Of course, I've done this many times, so I know where these chests are. And there's a honey tree. What do they call it? Yeah, honey tree. Okay. This area is actually pretty cool. There's couple of nice little nifty hidden things here. I'll let him deal with that guy. I'll just go for the chest. And this mage. Now here's where we get to where the silkweed is. And the weirdwood. So let's collect that while we can. There's 5 small weirdwood trees here, which makes one large one. But I'm looking for the silkweed, and somebody's been through here and cleared this all out. So if I want to show, oh, here's one popped up. So if I want to show you this, I'm going to have to hang out here for a minute or two. For now, I'll skip. I'm going to show you the circuit I do to collect all the silkweed. So if you do this, follow this circuit exactly, you'll be able to collect all this silkweed without having to deal with a bunch of guys chasing you. You do have to take out a couple of links. The next mark is right over here, but there's no silkweed present. It's right here. And then you run this away. Right over here. There's another lynx over here that prowls around. But I already took him out. And there's more silkweed right here. So there's 4 patches. And then back to this patch here, which of course there isn't any at the moment, where we picked that first bit. I'll go ahead and collect the iron because I can't get it out. Alright, get this iron. I'll show you one really cool thing here. A lot of people miss. So when you get close over here, this is one of those hidden ones. I can see it's there. So I'm just going to show you. It's up there. There's a spirit critter. I think it's a live moth. So we'll just kind of mosey on up here. And there it is, right there. A lot of people miss it. It's one of those that doesn't show up until you get close to it. Alright, and I got critter parts, so that's great. There's also a bear in here, but I don't have any reason to get that bear. There's some honey trees here. Now you can use beeswax for something, I forget what it is, something that's useful to help you advance one of your crafting scores. Weaponsmithing or one of them. So I collect it, but I've never actually used it. But I just keep collecting it, and I store it away. And if I find out if it's good for something, I already have plenty. And there's an earth spine there. Might as well collect it here. And I move just to the left of these 2 big trees. And head right for that resource. And there's one right there. So I get the silkweed here. And then, I can show you this spot here now, because there's one here. So again, there's 4 patches of silkweed here. And then from here, I head straight through here. Past where this rippled boulder is. And bingo, another patch right here. Of course, the higher your territory buffs, the faster you'll collect resources. And there's another one that's spawned over here in this patch here. There's still 1 or 2 more I haven't collected, but I pretty much got them all already. If I wanted to collect more, I just have to hang out. Just repeat the circuit. And I've repeated, sometimes I've been here. I'll run around that circuit 20, 30 times. Of course, now I I have better places to get a lot of silkweed, which I'll show you in another video. But you have to be like at least level 30 or so to harvest them comfortably. Probably 40, even better. So now we're going to go through this area here. And I'll show you real quick. This is right here. This area is still called Alioth, or it's in between Alioth and Jason Steep. So they're in between. And there's some chests here, and there's a couple of soul sprouts. And I'm not going to get that river crest there. Here's one where one of the soul sprouts would be. Of course, using my sword doesn't advance my bow score at all. I get the least extra from using the sword, but there's the other soul sprout here. No one's claimed that, so I'll take it. And then there's this guy here. Springstone. There's another springstone up here too. There's actually a little stairway that just forgetting it. Alright. There's bad guys on these landings here. And here's our springstone stairway. And up we go. Now we're almost to the 3-star fishing spot. I won't do a lot of fishing there because it's kind of boring to watch, but I'll do just a quick little bit. Show you what I do for my fishing. So I have a fishing outfit. Since I went through all the fishing missions, I got the legendary fishing rod, which is nice. And along the way I take this guy out because every now and then another player will come along and disturb him, and then he'll bother me while I'm fishing. I thought there was some loot there. Probably overdue to repair my stuff. Might as well grab these guys while I'm here. Life blue. And there's spine. Okay, since I have a really long fishing cast, in order to get to the land in the hotspot, I gotta stand way back here. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you don't get disoriented by my... Alright, so now before I start fishing, let me repair all real quick. Yeah, it's been a long time since I did a repair. Alright, so now I'm gonna change my fishing gear. As soon as I do that, I'm going to have to... So, let's harvester, it's blue. Hat. Boots. Smock. What else I got here? Pants. And then I've got one epic piece. Is that it? Yes, Evangel. So now I've got 5 fisherman armor pieces. And each is supposed to give you a 3% cast lucky waters. I'm at max cast, so that doesn't do me any good. So I get a number of buffs with these. Not bad. So now let's switch to our... And equip bait. I usually use fireflies, fresh water. It's easy to collect a lot of them. I always try to get a max cast, because that's the easiest one to So the noise that you hear when you hook can clue you into what kind of a fish or whatever you've hooked. So we'll grab a few here. Hopefully I can get a chest in there. Fishing chest. Other than a tier 5 legendary fish, they're probably the best. Tier 4 fishes are good for some things. I want fish roe. I don't know which ones actually give me that. Alright, you got a treasure chest right off the bat. So I'm about to hit a notch on my fishing XP, so I'm going to get a fishing crate here from Lucky, and that'll probably have like bait in it. So when you can go that long without reeling and then it doesn't fight back, that means a chest. Alright, there's another chest. There's a 3-star hotspot east of Everfall where I once got 10 chests in one session. That was fun. Got 2 here. Did I miss? I think I missed. Says I missed again. What am I doing wrong? I think I'm just a little too far off, I guess, yeah. So this is definitely probably a tier 4 fish. We'll do a couple more here and we'll get out of here. Mad Tom's a good one to have because they is it Mad Tom toxins or ink or something, and they're valuable for some Arcana potions. So if I can get a tier 4, that's one of my favorites. Mad Toms. And we'll see. Let's see if we get anything. The only thing I don't want for sure is a snail, which a lot of the 2-star hotspots will give you lots of snails, which are, after you get 40 or 50, they're pretty much worthless. You got enough snail bait to last you forever in salt water, as I do most of my fishing in freshwater. So we'll just do a couple more of these here. Hoping to get it to do something unusual for you. And of course, the longer your cast is, the easier it is to fish. So I always stand at max range if I can. There's a couple hot spots where I can't stand far enough back. Alright, so I got my crate here, and I got another Mad Tom, so I'll just stop here. And then we'll put back on armor. So armor I normally equip as light armor. For speed, I use the harvester's gloves and the lumberjack hat to give it, so I get a little extra boost there. And then what else do I need? Pants. Alright, so got the right load. I got the right tools. Looks like I don't have anything that needs repair. So let's get. Oh, I got something. Oh, my fishing rod. So let's get rid of all of this. I will get parts and a little bit of coin for most of this. You really can't sell it. I got a full load. I finally got my parts full up there. Let's see, do I have any more level 2 stuff here? Yeah, I do. Come on. I'm holding down the C key and then clicking on the item and then pressing E. Got some level 4 stuff here. Where did I get that from? Those you could sell for a couple of coins, but I'm just going to harvest them. Okay. So I got 26 items of armor and stuff, and then 9 of weapons, in addition to what I have loaded. So I'm good there. And I've done some resources. Still not much ironwood. So now that I'm here, the question is, where do we go next? If I go this way, that takes us to Monarch's Bluff, or I go this way and end up in Windward. Everfall, excuse me. So the question is which way to go. We're going to concentrate on Monarch's Bluff, so I'm going to go west. And I'll zoom back out again, because again you want to see as much of the area as possible at any given moment. The best opportunities. The way we're going, there's lots and lots of iron, so you always want to head that way on foot so you can take that opportunity. When you're a low level player, you need iron to level up, and when you're a high level player, you need iron to make the higher tier materials even more. So you think your iron harvesting days are over once you start doing higher tier stuff. You're wrong. You're wrong. Alright, I'll show you where some goodies are here, provided no one's harvested them. There's a couple shockbulbs here. A lot of shockbulbs on this route. Lots of iron ore. There's some, if you look back in the map, in this area here, there's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 nodes of iron ore. 6 or 7 clumps of nodes of iron ore. But I'm not going to go back there. But there are some light blooms here. I'll show you exactly where I am, so you can see on the map. I know I go pretty fast, but that's just because I don't want to bore you. And if you need to see where it is on the map, you can always pause the video. Hate sheep. They're like fluffy goats. And I can see right here, you see there's some more iron over here. So I'm just going to take a shortcut here and run and get this iron. A lot of these nodes are harvested so frequently that you won't always find them. In the old version of this game, this area was crawling with players trying to level up. So it was a real fight for iron ore, if people can believe that. Not anymore. There you are. There's 2 supply. Your zoom out zooms in automatically when you go inside. See, it zooms back out when you go outside. So that kind of helps you out so you don't get too disoriented. However, okay, this is here. We're getting closer now. And there's some spirit critters here. There's one. 2 lightning beetles, in fact. There's one, and and the other one's here too. So I'm pretty sure no one's been here in a while. These take some time to respawn, and they're both there. And then there's 5 shockbulbs in this area. You can see the 2 in the distance, and these 3 right here. Good place to get some. There's another spot where there's 4 or 5 close by, and they add up quick when you can find enough of them. There's actually on another circuit in Monarch's Bluffs, there's 10 shockbulbs and 1 lightning bug, lightning beetle, or whatever they call them. So that's a good little spot to do a lot of collecting. And there's like 6 sets of iron ore veins here. There's one of them. over here, but it's right on the pathway, so it's usually missing. Oh, here it is. Boy, it's hard for me to see that. If you see that brown spot there behind me over here, there used to be a little patch of corrupted critters crawling around there. They got rid of that. Thought it was kind of silly. So I'm glad they did. Okay, now we'll progress a little further on here. There's some more iron. There's some more moats. I really have gotten away in the habit of just skipping all these fungi, but everything has value, so we need to get out of the habit of just skipping them. Harvesting them when it's convenient. Well, the other one popped right up. How convenient is that? And there's more iron here. Excuse me. So let's collect that. And now I forget exactly where this extra shock bulbs are. There's more iron here. And there's one right there in the distance that you can see. Fluffy goats, and there's another one right there in the background. So we'll go ahead and collect them both. I think it's you need 12 iron ore to make 1 steel ingot. So if you want to make a couple hundred steels, you need 2,400 iron, and right now I have about 1,500. You do pick up gems when you mine, especially when you mine silver and gold. Not so many with iron, but I have a feeling my luck trophy and my mining trophy are kind of helping me out. Yeah, just over 1,500 iron so far. Let's see if I can spot those shock bulbs. Someone else is here. I just heard there. Here's another iron veins, and like I said, this area's got quite a few of them. There's some hyssop, and there's a number of shock bulbs here. There's a couple here, and there's a few more over on this side here. Looks like they've all been collected. I don't see them, but they're around here, so here they are. So when you're up in this area here, which is right here, let's see, there's Monarch's Bluffs settlement, and there's where we were fishing. There's our fast travel point area. So we've gone up around here, gone through here, come out there, we come back down to here, and then we'll eventually get over there. Okay, so these shock bulbs aren't here. This one is. This one will show you there's another area of shock bulbs up here. Now a lot of times at this point what I would do is I would, always get the herbs. They will come in handy. This guy here gives you a mission. I forget which one it is, so if you haven't done that mission yet, you can get that mission from him. And then this area down here, there are a lot of storage chests. So I come through this area a lot. It's called Sinopin Mine. So, and there's also some star metal you can see there. There's a third node here somewhere. I forget where it is exactly, so I won't worry about that. I will collect these two because they're right there. So I'll collect these two star metals, provided no one else gets the other one first. And then I'll run through this area to collect storage chests, supply chests. Because you're always going to need supplies. You cannot get too many, really. You're finding you use so much I'm always running out of charcoal, which is, you know, young wood. And I might make 600, 700, 800 charcoal at a time, and I still run out extremely quickly. Okay, I think there's like 8 or 9 chests in here. Since I'm starting in the middle, because I dropped down from the top. There's one. And here's 2. I'll get the upper ones first, and then I'll get the lower ones on the way out. There's nothing in the cave. I can use my bow here. I'll get some bow mastery points. There is a good deal of silver and gold here. I'm not going to be collecting it because I got more than I can handle. Let's see, can I get this guy? Sure can. 3. Switch to my sword in case I have to take care of this guy here. See, there's a bunch of silver right there. And there's some down below, down here on the cliffs. Alright. I think that makes what, 5? Take these guys out so they just don't bother me later. There's some gold here. There's some gold down there. There's actually, I passed another one here. There's a gold node right here. Right there. Gold vein. So I don't know if there's a, I don't think there's a, there might be a chest down here. This other guy. We'll just go ahead and look. I forget. No chest here. There's one up here, and then we'll have to move back down. I've lost count of them, but I got to make 6 crates. I'm collecting, I haven't dumped in a while, so I'm getting quite the collection here. So now I'll scoot down to the lower levels, and I want you to see where there's silver. Oh, there's one way over here in the end. It's a provision crate. There's some more silver down here. I forget exactly where it is. Oh, I can see it off in the distance. See it? Right here. So there's more silver down here. Let me show you on the map. There we go. And now this is kind of where we jumped in. Oh no, it was on the other side of the tunnel here. Here's a tunnel, there's a mine is up there. So, but there are a storage crate here. Is there one more up here? Oh yes, there is definitely one more up here. Not up there, but over here. And then up here, see, we dropped down from up there, came down here, and there's the mine right there. There's nothing in there except a little bit of XP should you need it. by killing those guys. And so we go through this tunnel here. There's one or two more. I think this is the last supply crate. A couple more guys. Use them to up my bow mastery. And I don't think any of these guys have crates. Things right away. More loot here. Yeah, no crates here at all. Alright, so now we're on our way to Monarch's Bluffs. We're getting close now. Map here. There are some crates up here you definitely want to collect. And then we'll get into the settlement and I'll end the video there. There's some hyssop where you can get some herbs, and there's actually a green prism of bloom hidden behind one of the things. I think it's right back here. I'm in the right spot. Let me go ahead and switch to my... No, this isn't the spot, it's on the other side. Okay, so let's get these crates. There's 3 right here. 2 and 3. Then there's like 4 more next door here. There's one here. Oh, there's one over here. I don't think I got him yet. That's 5 total so far. We'll speed things up here a bit. This one's 6. And this one's 7. I'm going to show you where that green prism of bloom is, along with there's some hemp and some hyssop or herbs right here. Peppercorns. Peppercorns are a really good one to get. Got extra peppercorn. There's some hemp here. I don't mind too much hemp when you're watching. And where's that green prism of bloom? It's hiding here somewhere. Did someone harvest it? I think they did. I don't see it. The problem with green prism of bloom is it's really hard to spot. I remember looking for one. I couldn't see it. It was right there. It just blends in so well. Like that white one in Great Cleave. You just don't see it. Somebody has collected it, I think, here. It's right in here. But I don't even see the leftover stem, but I know it's here. It's right behind the house here. If it's available, you'll see it. Okay. So now we'll run into Monarch's Bluffs and I will unload my collections here and start another video. I'll call it Monarch Bluff A or something like that. There's several. Monarch's Bluff's an interesting place. It's got quite a few good circuits, but they're so dispersed that it's kind of awkward to try to do them all in one run. So I will go here and check the, I'll show you where the town project board is here. Make sure you go in every settlement, you check that town project board, because you might have stuff in your inventory to keep it done. This is why I collect tadpoles, right there, and flint. This I have to do, you know, if I had like 2,000 fibers, I might take this one. But it takes, you have to put some effort in to collect 100 fibers, so I don't like to give it to the town. Tadpoles and flint, no problem. So I keep my tadpoles here. I believe 5 was all I needed, and if you get enough, that symbol will change. So I know I got 5 was enough to complete that one. And then I'll go for the flint, which I keep here. And if I just do 5, you see it won't change, because I need 15. So I add enough to make 15, 10 more, and that icon will change. See? Now it's changed. So that means I got enough. And I'll complete 2 missions. And you'd be surprised, you just keep, you do those easy town projects when you get to the settlement, and before you know it, you leveled up quite a bit. Let's see where I am. Monarch Bluffs. So Monarch's Bluffs, I've still got a little more than halfway to go to get to the next level. But like I said, I'm at level 52 here, so. And even if I don't have any house here or anything, I don't craft here, even so, the gathering speed increases. There's a lot of those buffs in the territory standings, so you still want to get them, even if they're the only ones you use. And okay, well, we're at the town square, or the town circle as well, and I think I'll end this video here. Thanks for watching.